I'm Jeff Fischel here on the ACC Digital Network. It's time for a Boston College spring football update, and joining me via Skype, the head coach of the BC Eagles, Steve Addazio. Steve, thanks for taking some time out. Really appreciate it. Talk to me about how year number 2 in the spring went for the Eagles.
Well, I thought we had a real productive spring. I mean, we had some depth issues like a lot of people do for sure, but you know, we had to get some work done at the quarterback position, receiver position. You know, we wanted to refit our offensive line. So, you know, a lot of things happened on defense. We had to, you know, look at some new inside linebackers and see the progress of our safeties in the back end. So a lot of things had to happen. I thought a lot got accomplished, and we feel coming out of spring that we've got some good, obviously some really good football players, and they're starting to gel together really well.
Is there something different about a second year with these guys as opposed to last year when it was really your first spring with the team?
This spring, on defense, you know, we're so much further ahead in terms of scheme. Whereas, you know, last spring, we really couldn't get much in. And offensively, we know exactly who we are right now as opposed to trying to figure it out last spring. I mean, going into spring ball, there was a lot of conversation about who would be our starting tailback. Well, I think we solved that, but, you know, going into spring ball, I mean, no one knew if Andre would even be the starter. So that's about how remedial we were last spring as compared to this year.
Let's start with quarterback, Chase Rettig. You can't discount having a veteran quarterback presence like him. He's gone. But you're very familiar with Tyler Murphy from your days at Florida. You recruited him, and you've already said he's the starter going into the fall. What did you see from Tyler Murphy this spring?
Well, I mean, Tyler is a veteran guy. He's been a starter in the SEC. You know, he's a fifth-year senior. You can see that experience and that poise. He's a talented guy. But I will say this, you know, Darius Wade was a guy that brought in here as a mid-semester freshman that is outstanding. He's extremely talented and one of the future, you know, of our program. So, you know, but Darius just got here out of high school, and I think he's gonna climb in very fast fashion here through the summer and through the fall, and I expect him to be right in the middle of the quarterback deal. But Tyler, you know, obviously came in here with that experience and that poise, and came out of spring as the starter, and you know, he's got great pocket presence. He can throw the ball very well. He's excellent running the ball, just like Darius. So and then we have James Walsh, who's also a runner and a thrower. So we have three guys that are dual threat quarterbacks, which opens up our offense quite a bit, and we're excited about that.
Now, in the backfield, of course, Andre Williams established himself having one of the great seasons perhaps ever in all of college football. I know you're a big believer in the running game. Who are the guys to step up and take over his role?
Well, we have you know, Tyler Rouse and Miles Willis. Both had a great spring. We only had the two of them now the whole spring, two running backs, period end. So that was challenging. But those guys played a lot of ball last year, and they will continue to play a lot of ball. They're guys that are really great competitors, really great people on and off the field. We've got a host of good freshmen coming in here, some guys with a lot of talent, and a really good offensive line and tight end blocking unit. So we will continue to be strong in the run game. We might be more diverse in the run game. In terms of styles of runs, but we'll all about moving the line of scrimmage and establishing the run game. We'll continue to do that.
On the other side of the line of scrimmage, you lost a lot of experience in your front seven. BC always known for having great linebackers in particular. How comfortable are you with this next line of guys stepping up there?
You know, on the defensive front, we lost a couple guys, but we have a couple. I mean, we got veteran guys coming back here. Like, you know, I think Mehdi Asbed is a guy that got hurt against Florida State that he was really the anchor of our D-line, and he missed most of the season. He'll be back. And, you know, we've got some young guys, Kevin Kavlik and Good Apple and Malachi Moore and Brian Mahalik. And so we've got some good players up front. Harold Landry is an exciting freshman. So, you know, we feel good about our defensive front, you know, coming back and feel like we got a chance to be good up front.
Steve Addazio, head coach of the Boston College Eagles, thank you. That is your BC Spring Football Update here on the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.